Imagine yourself soaring into the sky, where the world below gradually unfolds in breathtaking beauty like never before. From above, Africa is not just a vast continent. It's a vivid canvas of raw, majestic wilderness. Rugged mountains, crystal-clear lakes like gems, and sun-scorched lands stretching endlessly all form the backdrop for extraordinary human life. People here live in harmony with nature, bound to the earth, the sky, and the iconic wildlife admired across the globe. This is not just a journey to witness, but to truly feel every breath, every color, every untold story. Welcome to Africa from above, where all wonders begin. The Omo River is not only Ethiopia's longest inland waterway, but also the discovery site of the world's earliest Homo sapiens fossils, making it one of the few places directly linked to human origins. Free from major control structures, the river still follows its natural flood rhythm, feeding layered ecosystems of wetlands, riverbank grasslands, and semi-arid vegetation. Communities along Omo do not settle permanently. They shift with the seasons, farming fertile silt and maintaining rituals tied closely to the movement of water. The river flows through varied terrains, forming a lifeline for native fish, water birds, and hoofed mammals that depend entirely on its seasonal cycle. Across millennia, Omo has served as both a biological corridor and a continuous cultural thread that has never broken. It is where the memory of evolution and the present flow of life converge in one unchanging rhythm. Rather than being clearly zoned, Abijata is a rare transitional landscape where saline water, mineral deposits, geothermal activity, and biodiversity exist side by side on the same surface. Lake Shala plunges over 800 feet deep, while Lake Abijata spreads wide with seasonal variation, producing sharp contrasts in depth, color, and temperature between two adjacent lakes. Along their shores, hot springs erupt, salt crystallizes naturally, and geothermal flats reveal signs of ongoing tectonic movement beneath the surface. This space does not exclude humans. Instead, local communities live along the lake edges, practicing small-scale farming and performing rituals tied to the rhythms of water and mineral cycles. During peak seasons, tens of thousands of flamingos gather on Lake Abijata, making it a major breeding and wintering site for water birds. All these elements do not exist in isolation, but merge into a living terrain that reflects the geologic and cultural patterns of the Rift Valley. Faisal Gebi is an architectural complex enclosed by a wall about 39 feet high, covering an area of nearly 0.2 square miles on elevated, flat, rocky terrain. Inside the area are stone buildings ranging from 26 to 39 feet in height, arranged unevenly in both placement and scale, resulting in an asymmetric layout. Each structure has walls up to 5 feet thick, made from basalt and held together using bonding techniques of unknown origin, as there are no traces of mortar or binding agents. An 18th century account reported that at one time, the buildings within this complex glowed at night for several consecutive days without any scientific explanation recorded. There is no sign of modern reinforcement or renovation, yet the structures remain intact over time. Hara is located in the eastern highlands of Ethiopia at about 685 feet above sea level, and is a walled city that was once the most significant Islamic trade and religious center in the Horn of Africa. The old city covers about 119 acres, with over 80 narrow alleys forming a maze, and more than 80 mosques dating from the 10th to the 19th century. The residential buildings are typically one-story homes with enclosed courtyards, reflecting communal living and privacy. In the late 19th century, British explorer Richard Burton secretly entered Hara, which was closed to outsiders, and documented its social and religious structure in detail. What makes Hara distinct is its blend of medieval Islamic urban design, cultural isolation, and enduring local traditions within a historic, enclosed space. Sof Omar is the largest limestone cave system in Ethiopia, located at an elevation of about 4,400 feet, with over 9 miles of surveyed tunnels containing hundreds of underground passages and chambers. The interior terrain is complex, featuring natural stone pillars up to 49 feet tall, arched ceilings, and uneven rocky floors, forming a multi-level spatial network. An underground river, nearly 1.2 miles long, runs through the central zone, dividing the cave into separate sections. A local record from the late 19th century described an incident where unusually large footprints were seen in the cave's muddy floor, but they vanished after a few days. The cave interior has no natural lighting and requires artificial illumination to observe its full structure. Many underground chambers do not connect in a clear order and remain incompletely mapped, preventing a full spatial diagram. Hawassa stands out as the only city in Ethiopia's highlands that formed and developed next to a large freshwater lake, where the water landscape is closely tied to urban structure and local livelihoods. Built on rare, flat terrain, the city expanded toward the lake, forming an urban model highly adaptable to environmental change and daily needs. Lakeside zones host craft production, fishing trade, and seasonal rituals, showing a direct link between natural resources and cultural life.